And finally, a special presentation. Some of you will remember an incident a couple of years ago, a little more than a couple of years ago, June 5th, 2016. We had two young boys playing in the South Saskatchewan River that slipped into the current and began to be washed downstream. One of the young boys was bravely rescued by his mother, and the other young boy drifted a ways downstream where he was actually rescued by a gentleman by the name of Cole Marshall. Now Cole, back in 2016, we nominated, through the Fire Service, we nominated Cole for a Medal of Bravery from the Governor General's office, and indeed, after reviewing the incident itself and the facts related to it, Cole will be receiving a Medal of Bravery sometime in the very near future. What we didn't know was going to happen is, after reviewing all of the information in the nomination form, retired Captain Mike Hallis, he was there that day as well and made a brave attempt to reach the farthest boy before exhaustion and the current turned him around. And the Governor General has sent a commendation for retired Captain Mike Hallis. So if I could ask him to come down. So in closing, I'd just like to say thank you to allowing us for having these presentations here tonight, and just mention again how proud I am of these fellows, and special recognition of the bravery of retired Captain Mike Hallis. Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments? Councillor Dumanowski?
Your Worship, I'd like to add my congratulations. It's one thing to say that you have a vocation of choice. You've chosen to be a firefighter, and therefore allowed yourself to be put in a position of great danger and hazard. But it's one thing to live that out and to be recognized for exemplary service. Similarly, to have people who are bystanders, like Cole Marshall has been named, getting a Medal of Bravery, and of course retired Captain Mike Hallis, that shows that it's an extension of who you are. You care about this community, you're putting your life on the line, you're putting danger into your day each and every day, and with very little reward other than to say that this is your job. But it's because of who you are and what you bring to that job that makes a difference. So to all of you, and to all the firefighters and people like Cole who really step up, congratulations, thank you on behalf of all the citizens of Medicine Hat.
Thank you. Councillor Friesen?
Well, Councillor Dumanowski said it well. I just wanted to say as well that being a firefighter means giving up a lot of your life for your community. It's not just about fighting fires. It's not just about education. It's not just about helping others. It wraps up into a whole package, especially the special teams that we have here, and not every fire service has them. And oftentimes we forget how important it is to have the kind of stellar professionals that you are, and I recognize the rest of you firefighters in the audience tonight as well, to support your teammates. It's part of being a team that one hand couldn't operate with without the rest of the team. And as a team, you are absolutely critical in helping take care of your community. And I just echo the words that was said. I'm very, very proud of you, and I'm very privileged to have been associated with you. And for those of you receiving your long service awards, it's a long time to keep fit, to keep ready and active to take care of your community, and I really commend you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Can we get a motion for reception?
So moved.
Councillor Friesen.
Second that.
We got Councillor Friesen and Councillor Hirsch. We could vote? That was unanimous. Thank you.
Next, under reports, we have item 5.1, the Administrative Committee meeting of August 29th, 2018, on page 10 of your packet, and this is for information.
I'll move the report for information.
Second.
Any comments? Okay, if we could vote. And that was unanimous. Thank you.
Next, under reports for reception, we have item 6.1, the Municipal Planning Commission meeting minutes of July 11th, 2018, on page 16, and for information.
I move this report for information.
Second.
Comments? All right, if we could vote. That was unanimous. Thank you.
Item 6.2 is our Heritage Resources Committee meeting minutes of August 21st, 2018, on page 21 of your packet, and for information.
I'll move the report for information.
Second.
Comments? Councillor McIntosh?
Thank you, Your Worship. Just a couple of comments on the HRC report. There are three areas that I want to briefly touch on. The first is the discussion we had at HRC regarding the Samus site that we spoke about 2 weeks ago around this table. And the very next evening at our HRC meeting, we had an absolutely fantastic presentation from both Randy Taves as well as Dr. Mild. And that information gave me a very different perspective on the significance of that site. Changed my mind on some different things. I think it's imperative that we do a better job educating our community and the group around this table about why it is so important to take the steps necessary to protect this site. So that's my first comment. The second comment regards the civil defense siren that we have, going back a year and a half, 2 years, started hearing about. It is the hope of the committee that we are going to have a plaque unveiling in the next month or so. So hopefully, once that date is known, we will be able to get as many councillors and community members out to see that. And the final thing I want to talk about is the First Street South Municipal Historic Area Walking Tour booklet. The HRC over the next year or 2 years wants to really focus on education. And I had the privilege this summer of joining one of our HRC members, Sally Sane, who has put together a beautiful document that highlights the houses and the history of First Street. And I would highly recommend anybody in this community who wants to learn about this beautiful area in our community and these great houses. I didn't grow up here, and I drive down this street every day, and you just wonder what the history is. For $5, you can go to the Esplanade, you can get one of these booklets, you can do a self-tour, or Sally will actually I'll take you out and do a 1-hour tour with you and give you the background. So from the HRC standpoint of educating the community on our history, I think this is just a great initiative, and hopefully people take advantage of it.
Thank you. Well said. Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, if we could vote. That was unanimous, thank you. Seeing no more business for this council, we are adjourned.